Hi, my name is Fatuna Zira, IS.
Hi, my name is Sarah, IS.
Hello, my name is Lalo Ubaida, IS.
Hi, my name is Anu Shakirin, IS.
Sebelah depan MGN.
Floods happen when it rains a lot and the water has nowhere to go. In Malaysia, floods are common because of few main factors. First, during the monsoon season, from November to March, it rains almost every day. The rains can be too much for the drains and rivers to handle.
Too many buildings and roads are built. There are not enough trees and grass to absorb the rainwater, so the water flows quickly and floods the area.
Third, bad drainage. In some places, the drains was too small and blocked with rubbish, so the water gets stuck.
After heavy rains, rivers can overflow and flood the land nearby.
Floods are not just something we see on the news. They happen to the real people or maybe someone we know.
In this video, we talk to students and a lecturer from Kelantan to hear their stories, advice and opinion about the floods in Malaysia. Now, let's find out what they had to say.
What should people do when a flood happens?
I think people should stay calm and keep their important documents and belongings safe. And it's also important to listen to announcements from the authorities.
Okay, thank you. What do you think causes floods in Kelang Bali?
I think it's because too much rain during the monsoon, and also there are many buildings and not enough tree to soak up the water.
Okay, thank you.
How can students like us raise awareness or support flood victims?
Students can use social media to spread awareness, help in donation drivers, and also volunteer during flood relief missions. Even a small efforts make a big difference.
Okay, thank you.
How do you feel when you see news about floods?
I feel very sad and concerned about the people that have to go through that situation. I think that the incident is very unfortunate, and of course nobody wants to ever goes through that, and I empathize with the victims. Okay, thank you. Welcome.
What advice would you give to people to help reduce flooding?
I think maybe don't throw rubbish in the drains or rivers, and maybe plant more trees too, because trees help absorb water, and everyone should help to keep the environment clean.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
In your opinion, how do floods affect our daily life?
In my opinion, when it starts, people had to go to work and school. Roads get blocked off and sometimes electricity goes off. It is inconvenient.
Okay, thank you.
We also had a chance to speak to our lecturer who lives in Kelantan, a place that faces serious floods almost every year. Hear what our lecturer want to share with us.
Hi Miss, sorry to interrupt. Since you live in Kelantan, which is often affected by floods, can you share your personal experience living in Kelantan?
Okay, so here, as you know, I'm from Kelantan. Have you heard about KOLEJ before? Okay, so KOLEJ is one of the small town. Okay, so it has been affected almost every single year. but the worst in 2014, if I'm not mistaken. So during the time of 2014, I was there. I'm doing my master that time, so I went back to see my mom. So during the flight is the worst ever that happened for the flight. Okay, so during, as you know, the 2014 is have bad memory for us as family. So now we are moved to Portobello, but before that, okay, so flight in Kelantan almost end of the year will happen because of the monsoon. So it's impact on November, December and January. Okay, so it's every time raining seasons. So if the 3 days non-stop rain, so the waters was quite up, so okay, everything was flat. Okay, so all the time during my preparations for the flight every single year, what we do is the first one, we prepare the food. Okay, we prepare the cash money, we prepare the documents for anything happens, like runs, every card, everything. Okay, and whereas we report for the police if they quite severe to the flat for that village, so we must go out from the village, go to EPF, tempat for the masa banjir there. Okay, PPS I don't mistaken. Okay, so we stay there for the memories that I've been there 2014, like 3 times I keep what we call is keep moving because the water quite very heavy rain and quite increase the water level. In the school you have 4 levels of the building for school in the class. Actually have 4 levels. The water keep increase until level 3. Okay, so we have enough to share the 4th level, almost 100 people. And how about the food? I want to share with you. We don't have fresh water. What we eat is using the water from the flat. We have to wash the rice, to cook, to drink with the rainwater, and the egg we split 4 people, 1 egg during my time over there. Okay, so it's quite, I can still remember that how difficult to eat, the hungriness, the coldness, because it's quite cold. You just sleep on the floor, nothing, without nothing. Okay, so it's quite coldness. We can't even sit your power. You have power back, but until when? Because the flight take almost 1 week. Okay, after the flight always like 1 week, we're going back home. We need to recover our house, right? So you can see everything was totally this disaster. The cars, 2 of the cars are cannot be used. The furniture, the electrical, everything can be used because my house is 2 level. Everything was gone. Okay, documents are gone. Everything was gone. Everything are gone. So we start from zero back. So it is quite meaningful for me as a memory. Is it enough or you can share? Okay, that's all. Thank you. Bye.
In December 2021, big floods happened in Selangor and Pahang. Over 50 people died and 1,000 people had to leave their homes.
On April 2025, Klang Valley had flash flood after a heavy storm, causing traffic jams and damage to homes and shops. Good afternoon. I'm Lola Ubaidah reporting from Breaking News. On April 23, 2025, heavy rain triggered a flash flood across the Klang Valley. Many people were affected, and we want to show what really happened and how we can help to prevent it. Now, we go live to our team on the ground.
Yesterday, water level rose rapidly, catching many residents off guard. Let's talk to one of the victims. Hello miss, can you tell us what happened to you last night?
At night, it started raining very heavily. Suddenly, the water came into my house. I had no time to save anything. My furniture is gone. It was very scary.
Was any help provided?
Yes, the fire department came quickly, but it was too late to stop the damage.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Now, we talk to a business owner who was also affected. Miss, can you share about your experience last night?
My shop was flooded. Some of our stock are lost and we had to close for 2 days. This happens often now.
Have there been any improvement over the years?
Some drainage upgrades but not enough. The government promised a lot but we need the real action.
Alright, thank you miss.
The floods are happening because of heavy rains, bad drainage, and too many buildings near river. So water has no place to go. To fix this, we need better drains, more space grids like park, and stop throwing rubbish into rivers. So, what can we do as students to help?
We can join cleanup program and tell others not to throw rubbish in drains.
We can post on social media to raise awareness.
And we can ask the government to make a real change, not just promise.
Flash floods can be dangerous and damaging.
But if we work together, we can reduce the risk.
Let's protect our community.
Stay safe and stay prepared.
Thank you for watching!